Hello, welcome to the first vlog on the Lifehouse channel. This is Warren, and in today's video, which is the first video on this channel, I would like to convey a personal message through my own example. Now, this video blog is literally the manifestation of an amalgamated frustration which has collected over the last 4 years. So the first time when I had this idea that I should start a vlog where I could share my ideas with other people over the internet came to me 4 years ago, and since then I have always planned this through, thought about it multiple times, yet never gotten to executing it. The blocks which stop me are two major blocks. Number one is my perfectionism, and number two are my excuses or inhibitions. So let's start with what happened with perfectionism. So I got extremely perfectionistic, and basically the vlog had to be this perfect thing. It had to be shot with a perfect camera. It had to have the perfect audio. It had to be on the perfect level as the other professional vloggers that I saw on YouTube. And basically, this reveals the underlying thought modality and the thought trap which we all fall into as newbies. What we do is we get too perfectionistic right off the start, and what that does is, instead of facilitating good work or our best work, which is what it's ideally supposed to do, what it does is it puts us in this constricted state where we are so overwhelmed by our own standards that we do not execute at all. So what happens is we set too high a standard for ourselves, and then we never truly get to go around executing on them. That is exactly what happened to me. That is exactly why this vlog is coming to you 4 years later than the date when it was supposed to. Now, the second point, which is the point of excuses or inhibitions. What happens is, anytime you get around to doing something which is completely beyond your comfort zone, this is extremely beyond my comfort zone because this is literally putting my identity on the line. Myself in a public space where I could be judged and criticized at, and that's a very vulnerable thing to do. Now, what happens is, in a state like that, what our mind does is it comes up with all what it first of all it shifts into the fight or flight response, because it's an unknown consequence. What happens is, whenever it senses that the outcome is unknown or the consequences could be dangerous and they are unknown mainly, it shifts into this state of red alert or fight or flight. Then what it does is it rings in your alarms, and it starts projecting all of these excuses on why you should not do what you are trying to do, what you have set out to attain, because it is beyond your comfort zone. Anytime you pursue growth, it would be beyond the boundary of what you have already attained, and anytime you do that, you'll feel this fear and you have to do it anyway. So yeah, I've always heard from my most prominent mentors that if you want to promote change, start with facilitating it within yourself. That is what I'm attempting to do here. As you can see, my speaking is not on point, my camera gear is not on point, yet what I wanted to do with this first video, is to reinforce to myself that I wouldn't take my own excuses anymore. No matter how vulnerable I feel, I'll step over that line, take that shot, and share my thoughts with you people, with anybody who's interested in watching my content, with anybody who'd like to be a part of this sharing experience. Uh, I would do that no matter what kind of anxiety or what kind of vulnerability I feel. And I would urge anybody who's watching this to do the exact same thing. You would feel restricted. It won't be perfect. You would suck in the beginning, but it will all be worth it at the end. Don't be constricted by your own thoughts. Crack out of that jail because you're worth it. Thank you. See you next time.